don't know when it's going to happen. Here we are. All right. I wanted to start by introducing Emmy. And I think everyone here already knows who she is because she's amazing. And she wants all of us to succeed all the while she tells beautiful, heartfelt stories about her own life, which makes her so empathetic. And I love Emmy. I love you, Emmy.
I love you too.
Here you are. Let's go. I'm going to try to start. I want to do a disclaimer. I'm going to do my very best to pull in comments, the best that I can. I get a little bit, but I'm going to do the best I can. So I'm going to start with, oh boy, here they're already coming. They're already coming, Emmy. We have Heather. I'm glad I got to, wait. Oh, was Kath, what? You missed the, wait, is this someone, do you understand that?
No.
Oh, I know what she's talking about. I watched her video. Okay, that's aside the point. Oh gosh, I think maybe they're kind of talking about themselves, but here we have
Linda.
Hello. And we have Susan.
Hello, darling.
And we have, do you know Noelle?
No. Well, actually, I did subscribe to her channel.
Okay.
Because she's just had her hair cut.
She did.
Yeah.
And Chris Robinson is here. I feel like Linda with the romper room right now. We need the mirror. The magic mirror. Anyway, so Emmy, what have you been up to?
I have been really poorly yesterday.
Oh.
I think I had heat stroke from being in my house. Despite it being quite cool, I had the most terrible headache. Well, I think it was a migraine all day long, all night long, and I felt sick. So yesterday was a complete washout, and Tuesday is my ironing day. So I got up at 4 a.m. to beat the heat and did all of Katie's ironing, pushed it all away, and then I had to lie down on the sofa. That was the highlight of my week up until now.
And I'm so glad you're able to be here now.
Yeah.
I was worried about you. This is Sonia.
Hello, Sonia.
I have this question. What are you guys talking about today?
Who's Old Ost? Okay.
Oh, that's RJ's guy.
Oh, hello.
I guess
he's not old.
They're peeking in on us.
Hello, Jennifer.
Oh my goodness, look at this. Here we have Sally D.
Hola.
So, okay. Oh my goodness. So, this is Emmy's second live.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
So your first one was a big, huge success. And it was impromptu, like nobody
I followed your lead. I followed your lead. And nobody knew I was going to do it, and neither did I until I did. And it was such fun, and I was buzzing the same as you were when you did your first live. So
I know, and nobody wanted you to go. They wanted you to keep talking and talking. So,
oh, thank you, darling. Thank you, Linda.
Oh, so wait. Oh, look at this. Oh, wait. See, clicking on these is really challenging. Look who's here. It's Dawn. Oh, we have Victoria.
Hello, Victoria.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. So RJ's wanting to know, she's so down to business. I didn't click it on here, but she wants to know if we have a topic today.
Oh,
wait. This is RJ
Yeah.
speaking through her guide.
Ah, she's in disguise.
Yeah, did we meet on YouTube?
Yes, we did. We
How
did.
long ago, you think? Last
Oh,
summer, I
yes,
think.
it was.
Last summer.
Yeah, it's been a long time now.
I fell instantly in love with you. I really did. I know, right? I'm seeing like a lot of beautiful people in this chat. Look at RJ. We have Judith saying hello to you. And Kathleen saying hello to you. Oh my word, what is going on?
Yeah, I definitely miss RJ.
Yeah.
Except that I do watch all of your old videos, all your old short films, and then I get my fix of RJ. RJ, you're going to have to make a channel.
I know, RJ. That'd be fun for me. That'd be fun
She's
for
got
me.
a following.
There's Teacher Kelly.
Hello.
Teacher
Hello,
Kelly makes
Kelly.
so many of these chats. Oh, here's Jen saying she met you through me.
Yeah, well, that's the lovely, I think that's the lovely thing about YouTube is that creators mention other creators.
Mhm.
We like to lift each other up. And I think some people, once they get quite successful, then they stop doing that. But I think that's a pity because YouTube is a very big place and you're not going to lose anything by doing something nice.
No, there's room for all of us.
Of course there is.
And I somehow can't help but almost mention someone every time I make a video. It just comes
Yeah,
out.
I like doing it.
It just is so natural. And then I start to feel bad, like, gosh, I should mention this. Like, you want to include everyone, and then just
Hello, Debbie.
I am so glad that Debbie met me through you. I mean, here we
Yes,
go.
because I found Debbie and I found, oh, who else was it? How did you find Nonna Grace?
I feel like I found her through Debbie.
Ah,
I feel that's, or
yeah.
it could have been Cynthia with Senior Insights, I think it's called.
Insights.
Yeah. Yeah.
Senior Insights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm watching so many different beautiful people and everyone's mentioning people. So I'm kind of losing track of how I'm meeting everyone now.
And I think it's difficult when you go onto YouTube. Thank you very much, darling. When you go onto YouTube, when I first started YouTube and I wanted to follow people of my own age because I'm a baby boomer, I was looking for people of my own age. So I typed into the search older ladies, older women over 60. And I got fed women in their underwear.
What?
I know. Try it. That's what you'll get. Yeah. And then I put women over 60 talking. And I still got women with underwear on.
What in the world?
I know. So really the only way we're going to get mentioned is by mentioning the channel.
Yes.
Because otherwise you're going to start searching like I did and just be fed half-dressed ladies in their underwear. And you know, I they're not saying anything I want to know. And there's so many lovely creators out there that are doing really good stuff. And then you make friends all over the world.
It is so
which
true.
is fabulous.
We must keep spreading the word.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we have a question. This is a good one for you, Emmy. What is your favorite part about being a content creator?
The people.
Me too.
The comments. I generally never leave a short comment back.
Oh, gosh,
I would never do just a heart.
No.
I always give a I am a little verbose in my comments. I go on and on and on.
I love it.
I get on on my hobby horse, and then I type and type and type.
And
And they must be thinking, oh, goodness, I only said heart.
I know. I can't help it. I think it's who we are. I just want to I want them to know I watched every single second and this
Yes.
is what and I loved it all.
And I want them to know I watched till the end. So I have to prove it.
Oh, something happened at the end. I must type that in. So I'm the same way. We're exactly the same. So
And
that's
I always touch the thumbs up button as soon as I start the
always,
video.
always. Here,
And
what
that's my favorite bit.
Susan, I love hearing stories from the creators about their life. Oh, yeah, me too. Me too. I love people's lives. We all have a story to tell. And it's
We
worth
do.
hearing. It's worth hearing. Oh, we have another question. Here we go.
Go on.
Jen, who found the first Tracy and Imogen? What does that mean?
Who did you find me first or I found you
each
first?
other first. Oh gosh.
I think I found you.
I want to say I found you.
No,
I think I found you. I don't even know, because once we found each other, it was as if we were stuck.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I had met my sister. Yes, no, Jennifer, we're going to quietly argue that point in the background.
We will. So,
thank you,
Rose. Rose, is she your friend?
She's just been to England. She lives in South Africa.
Oh,
and
nice to meet you,
she had a channel with lots and lots of subscribers, and then she left that one and started a new channel. She's got about 65 subscribers now.
I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna click on Rose when we're done. Wait, I'm trying to read these, and then exactly, I do the same thing lately. I write quite a bit, then I have started saying I'm watching to the end.
Yeah, but have you ever been writing your comment and not noticing that the bar has gone over and you're listening and you're listening and you're listening, and then all of a sudden the blinking thing goes off, and then you haven't quite finished, and so you're typing like a mad woman possessed, and you're frightened that it's going to go on to somebody else's video, and I've lost it.
Yeah, I've done that.
Lost my comment, about 3 pages long and as big as War and Peace, and I've lost it, which is really
I've done exactly the same. Okay, we have a Linda. Do any of you ladies take bioidentical hormones?
No, I just take chemicals.
I don't either.
I have hormone replacement inserted into my groin every 6 months by my hormone lady, my gynecologist lady, and I also take Progenova, which is an estradiol tablet. I have cream for my nether regions.
I actually have that as well. That's the only thing I do is the cream.
Yeah, well, if you don't do the cream, you think, oh, I can't be bothered. That will, if you don't do it, you become brittle. Now, that sounds awful, doesn't it? I just think of a dried up old leaf. So if you don't use it, you become brittle, and then your bladder suffers.
It's important, that part.
And so you do need that cream. Otherwise, your bladder suffers. You get urinary incontinence and urgency and all the rest of it when you're my age.
And I got my cream I went on the internet, and I don't know if this is very safe, but I got a prescription through the internet. A doctor reviewed my age and this, that, and the other. And then I get it like on a monthly, it just comes.
Yeah. Did you also know, now this was when I was on TikTok, mind, and I haven't been on TikTok for nearly a year now, but I saw a dermatologist say that if you use estrogen cream on your face, the stuff that you use for your other end, then it is is very good for plumping out your face.
Really? That's
Just
I don't
saying.
I I
I
don't have
did try it for a little while,
to.
of course.
Oh, okay.
The
This
trouble with me and creams is I think, oh, I'll try that, and I try it for a couple of weeks and then I forget.
this is my friend in real life. Well, you all are my friends in real life because that's going to be another question next. But Barbara, who I call Supernova, is thinking of starting a channel.
Oh, wonderful! I'll subscribe.
Mhm. So, and we have a question here. Do you think you can meet your BFF over YouTube?
I think so. Yes,
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of crazy because, well, I'm an introvert. What are
I'm
you?
an introvert.
Okay. So, I just feel like sometimes you meet people in this way, a- and because a lot of it's written, and I'm like a writer or a journaler, and I
Yeah,
express myself honestly better through written words, you
yeah,
get to know people like on a different level, I feel like.
yeah.
So,
Yes, I think that's right, Sonia. I I yes, pellets.
I thought you could
I
clarify that.
have estrogen and testosterone pellets inserted in my groin, and they last 6 months. And believe me, when I am running out, when they are running out, then I notice that my eyes become dry.
Mm.
All sorts of things happen, and my joints ache, and my muscles hurt. And once I've had them inserted, after about 5 or 6 days, I am feeling a lot better.
So it's very beneficial for you, and
Yeah.
your body tells you when you need them.
None of us, darling, none of us like menopause.
Oh my gosh, it's like a nightmare.
It says I haven't met any woman that says, "Oh, my
Love it.
menopause was an absolute breeze, and I love it."
I can't sleep. I'm going crazy. It's
Yes.
insane.
Yeah, the sleep, nobody tells you you won't be able to sleep. I used to, when my menopause started all those years ago, I used to wake up at 1 like this, and then I'd sit in the bedroom and I'd watch Open University
What is
on the
that?
television because that's all there was at that time of night.
What is that?
It is a university course that is open to people who can't get to a proper university,
Oh,
and you can study with the Open University
so
and
you
get a
can
degree.
learn things when you can't sleep.
Yeah, yeah, I learned all sorts of stuff. None of it useful, but I did.
Oh my gosh. Mm. Well, when I
So,
can't sleep,
yes,
I
none
watch
of us love it,
YouTube.
darling.
Okay, let's see. Oh boy, we need another comment. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait. Um, Here we go, Linda. I slept so good last night. Oh,
Oh.
I want to sleep good. Okay.
I have no problem sleeping. Well, actually, I do just lately because I've got too much on my mind.
Like a rock. What are your secrets? Wow. Watching while on does the garage door. Hi, Sophia. That's Sonia.
What's she doing to the garage door? That's the thing.
Um, wow. I love when people are talking to each other in
Yeah.
comments. Ooh, here we go. Medical marijuana gummies are great for sleep too. What are your thoughts on that, Emmy?
I did. Do you know, I'm one for trying things. And when I had restless legs, I did try medical marijuana gummies. Oh, was it? No, it was a dropper that you put
Mhm.
in some fluid and then you just drank it. I didn't mind the taste. I'm not very good with nasty tastes. So if it's good for you and it tastes vile, I won't I won't take it. But I did try it and I didn't find it made any difference to me at all. You know,
Well,
I didn't start singing and doing all of this or anything.
oh, no? Well, I've tried medical marijuana gummies, and they make me sleep like a rock.
Do they?
Yeah,
Well, then you should get some more,
I
sweetie.
know. I haven't gotten them in many, many months. Many months. I try to do it without it, you know? Oh,
Now, this is coming from the woman who is so incredibly organized and
wow.
schedules into this time next year. Honestly, Jennifer, how do I come up with my video ideas? I stand at the iron and I think, what have I watched this week? And I generally talk about that. And no, I don't work on it daily. I'm always struggling to find something that I can talk. You might think, well, you talk enough, but I do. I do struggle trying to find something, and I am not organized at all. However, what I am doing now is using Descript to find me shorts out of the ones that I've already done.
That's nice.
And that's really easy to do in Descript, which
You
is what I edit
need
in.
to teach me.
Yeah.
I never have a plan, and I wake up in the morning and I say, I'm going to talk about this, and that's what I do. No plans ever for me. So
Yes, but you do a lot of work throughout the week, taking little vignettes of your day, of beautiful things that you see, and then you mesh them together into this beautiful, beautiful short film and set it to music. And that is why it is such a pleasure to watch your short films. I can't even say they're videos because that's not enough to describe what you put out.
thank you.
That's my point.
I say it's in my DNA. I just have always taken videos.
Yeah.
Okay. Debbie wants to know, I'm wondering the time difference. I know Tracy is close to 12:30.
I am 21 minutes past 8 in the evening. And thank goodness it's light, because otherwise I'd have to have lights on and then you'd see all my wrinkles.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't think they sell those gummies with THC in England anyway, because it's the THC that
It is the high part.
yeah.
What are some of the best things about getting older as a woman? Looking for some inspiration for my next show. Emmy.
I think you're less likely to put up with somebody else's rubbish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have long since decided that if I don't want to do something, I just won't do it. And I'll say, no, I don't want to do that. And frankly, I'm too old to do something that I don't want to do anymore.
It's
And
pretty
you
late.
can say that.
Yeah,
And
I
the
mean,
more you say it, the more confident you get doing it. And that's why I don't go on holiday anymore.
because you can say no.
I can say no. And my darling boy says, oh, look at that lovely cruise. Now, we could go on that. We could drive down to Southampton. We could get on there, no flying, no nothing. We could travel to this, that, and the other, and goodness knows else. And he said, what about it? And I say, no.
I don't feel like it. I
I
know.
don't like it.
I was definitely, and I still am working on people pleasing, getting out of it, you know.
It's a very difficult habit to stop, wean yourself off doing, because your natural response is to say yes and to say, what do you want?
Mm-hmm.
And there are certain people I will do that for, like Katie and obviously my darling boy. But
Mm-hmm.
otherwise, you have to pick what you are willing to just take on. And if you got no thanks for it, you'd be fine with that. Just the doing is enough. And for me, doing the washing and the ironing for Katie every week, it is my thing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's the way I say, I love you. And so, you know, that's why, and the same with my husband, that's why I do it. But if you don't want to do it, you have to just say, no, I can't do that.
And it does get easier. I know. The more we
does.
practice, it It's easier. And I feel better when I do it. So I would say definitely getting older is just being like just saying what you really feel.
Yes.
Not
Yeah.
not worrying about it as much anymore.
And also culling those people that's in your life that are just rubber plants.
Oh, definitely. Oh my goodness. The people that I would hang on to that I don't need to anymore.
You don't need, but they don't bring anything
No, they're
to
suckers.
your life. They're like an emotional vacuum.
Yeah. And
You know, like a black hole that you sink all of your empathy in, and you give and you give, and then they're still wanting more because you can't fix them.
no, I love
And
you,
they're
honest.
draining.
I think we have another question. What do you find is the best number of videos to post weekly? What is your schedule like? What are you posting?
I am so haphazard with my videoing. I think I do the one while I'm ironing. Well, I didn't do that this week because I wasn't well, and
Yeah.
it was 4 o'clock in the morning, and I had my gym jams on. And frankly, nobody wants to see this face without any makeup, least of all me. So I didn't do that on Tuesday, but I generally do at least one video a week, and hopefully two, and then chop up the video into shorts. I've only started doing that recently because I found out that I can. I just thought,
Yeah.
wow,
That's
and
really
that with no effort, with very little effort. So I do that. Obviously, the more you put out, the more often YouTube is going to put them out for you. And people say, oh, you can have a month off. Well, I can tell you, the time when I had 3 weeks off, I dropped so many subscribers. It's very disheartening. And although just this week, I've had a growth spurt, and I don't know why. Maybe the Russian bots have got hold of my channel for some reason or something. I don't know. But I had a big growth spurt this last week. And I committed the cardinal sin of checking my numbers. And, whilst they're going up, it's all very uplifting and exciting. And you get that hit of dopamine. You think, oh gosh, it's so exciting. And then somebody drops.
Mm-hmm.
And then another one drops. And I can feel my little face go, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so, I can feel it here. It affects me emotionally. So when my darling says, what are your numbers like? And I say, well, I don't know because I've stopped looking at them. And he says, are you sure? Well, you'll have to look at them sometime. And I say, no, I don't. And then I might look at them just for him, and then they've gone down again. So I'm just not looking anymore.
It is truly a roller coaster.
I just don't. Because even when you've got 5,000 subscribers, one person drops off and you take it personally. Well, I do.
I think it's really nice to hear that from you because, I can't even imagine what it would be like to have 5,000 subs. So to know that this is going to still keep happening, my feelings is kind of like, it makes me feel like I'm, not losing it over here.
Yeah, no, because when I had 1,000, I thought I've made it.
Yeah.
But then when they started going down, I thought, oh.
Yeah.
And then you get to 2,000 and then you're excited and then you go, oh, or I do.
I do too.
Oh.
I do too. Or sometimes it's just like it goes up and then down, up and then down.
I've had that so finally, many times.
Higher. It's just so I can't look at those analytics.
No, I can't. I don't look at the analytics because they are the devil's own work.
I feel
and
that.
I'm no longer looking at the numbers unless I can't help it. Even though I've got vidIQ and you can have them on the top of your screen, I've switched all of those off, so I can't see my numbers because that would upset me too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what do people in the UK feel about Americans moving there?
I can understand why you would want to.
Oh,
Unless, of course, you're coming here for constant sunshine, and then that wouldn't be any good because we do have a lot of seasons. Well, we have 4 like everybody else, but however, I digress. However, these last few summers have been blazingly hot and horrible. If you like horrible hot weather in the summer, then it's great. You'll love it.
But how long does that last?
Well, it starts generally in June and lasts all the way until September. And I can't wait until the summer is over. I hate the heat.
I don't like it either. I don't like it either. I read Let Them by Mel Robbins. Great book. Yes.
So did I.
So did I. Well, I'm partway through it.
Well, I listened to it because I can't read any longer since the menopause.
I love that book so much. Okay, what is your best advice for smaller YouTube channels? I am a small channel, so
I would say learn something new for your channel every day if you can. And what I tend to do, because since the menopause, I'm a rubbish learner. My brain has been sold to somebody else, and I've got one back that's from an idiot. So I have to get my computer in front of me, and then I get my laptop on the side, and I find a tutorial that is slow, and then I watch it and I practice it on this computer because I'm sitting in front of my iMac now, and then I'll have my MacBook on the side, or it could be my telephone, my iPhone. I could watch that, but I have to do it bit by bit, and I can only learn by doing. Somebody showing me, and I do it with them. I can't just take it into my brain and think, oh yeah, I've watched that video. I can just go and it's done, because it does. And even the next time, last year I made myself a banner, and I actually went online to see if somebody could make a banner for me, but that wasn't going to happen. So I eventually found out how to make a banner, and I felt brilliant. But I've forgotten how I did it. I'd have to go through that whole tutorial again and find it and go through it bit by bit.
Same.
Yeah. And you do need to keep on. Oh, hello, sweetheart. I thought your video today, oh my goodness, it really affected me.
Rebecca's Ramblings. What a lovely surprise. I love watching both of your channels.
Oh,
thank you, Rebecca. You're beautiful.
She's got so many hints on makeup. Mind you, I always use the same stuff.
Okay, what's this? What's wrong with reading books that are inspiring does help. I do love reading. My go-tos are self-help books for some reason.
Have you ever read He's Just Not That Into You?
No.
Well, obviously you wouldn't, because you've got rich. But when I was dating, I had a friend who bought this book for me, and he said, "There you go, Imogen, here's a book for you." And I looked at it, and it said, "He's Just Not That Into You." And I thought, you cheeky so-and-so. So I read it, and do you know what? It was an absolute lifesaver if you are dating. It just cuts out all the angst of, what's wrong with me? Why didn't he like me? What did I do wrong? Am I too short, too fat, too thin, too old? But sometimes, people just don't have it. It's the thing, the indefinable chemical reaction that you get when you meet somebody that you just click with and you can't quantify it. And when you do, you know it. Like me with my darling boy, I looked at him and I thought, he's an old man. He's an old age pensioner, I thought. Plus, he was on his friend's narrowboat. So he was at the helm in his picture, and his hair was all messy, and he had his old man anorak on, and his hair was, his glasses were old man glasses. And I thought, oh, do you know what? I met him and we laughed. He got my sense of humor, and he is brilliant at banter.
I loved your story on your live when he called you and you used a weird different voice.
I did. I used a Yorkshire accent, and I just did the for ages. Well, 15 minutes. I kept it up for 15 minutes.
Oh,
and he said I wasn't accentist. Because I thought you might put the phone down on me, but at that point I wouldn't have cared, because I hadn't any investment in finding somebody new. I was just deleting my profile. So what's the reason you started a YouTube channel? Oh, darling, have you looked at my first video?
Honestly, I want to go back and watch it.
Oh Lord. I you watch it, and I'm sitting there like that.
I'm gonna go watch it.
I was so it's such a dreadful video. Absolutely.
What made you start your channel? What made you turn the camera on?
Oh, what did I do it for?
All of a sudden.
Oh no, it's because I wanted to have a channel so I could earn money to pay for my grandchildren's education. I went to a private school. In England, if you go to a private school, you say, I went to a public school. I had a public school education. Whereas in America, it's you went to a private school because you went to a private school. And if you went to the public school, you went to the same school as everybody else. Well, in England, it's the opposite way.
Oh.
And I sent Katie to a public school as well. And it does make a difference to your opportunities in life and things like that. The people that you mix with at a public school in England, it does just make a difference. So I want to be able to give that to my grandchildren. And just recently, the government put VAT on it, so it's gone up 20% across the board, and it's not cheap. So I thought, if I could make enough money, by the time they get to their secondary education, I will be able to do it and fund it.
Do you ladies think what viewers would do?
What do you think?
I would hope so, but I don't have a lot of advice on my channel.
I think
you do.
I think we are all open to feeling down. It's an emotion, and sometimes you get up in the morning and you're feeling great and you think you can take on the world, and your hormones are there. You just had them sorted. But other times you wake up and you think, oh, I just can't be bothered to get up. Or you've got health issues and things like that. And there's nothing like having a lot of aches and pains to make you feel down. And that's the same if you've got a channel or if you haven't. And if you've got a channel, you still got to get a video out, because if you don't, your subscribers are going to go down. So that is an extra pressure, I think. Certainly is for me.
Sorry.
My pet peeve is people when they say 5 things or less, when they should say 5 things or fewer.
Oh.
Yes.
My pet peeve is people who don't put their grocery carts away.
Ah, yes. And I always walk mine back to the original place and stick them in.
And I also feel like on my channel, I pretty much show all my hobbies and quirks.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
You do.
So
And I think my quirks are that I think probably I would be diagnosed as ADHD. I've always said it was quirky, but I think that's, yeah.
I think, how many? Raise your hand. So here's another question. Okay, last question, I promise. I love your questions, actually. But what are your pet peeves? I cannot tolerate rude or unkind people. Well, yeah, I did a silly pet peeve about the carts, but I mean, I also cannot tolerate rude or unkind.
No, I can't.
There's no reason for it whatsoever. There's no reason for it.
I
So
would say if you can't say anything nice, then don't say anything at all. And
that's
I've
what
always said that even to my
say.
own children when they were growing up.
Here's Peter. We have Peter in the house.
Hello, Peter.
Tracy, your videos make us realize what needs to make us happy. Thank you.
Yes, a feel-good channel. Did you watch where I was saying everything I get fed lately is doom and gloom and misery? And I tell you, you have to be really careful about what you click on in your feed. I clicked on somebody talking about dentures today.
What happened with that?
Well, she was talking about dentures. I only clicked on one video and I stayed for about 5 minutes and then clicked off. And then I refreshed my feed and it was like I was deluged with all these
other denture videos.
Yeah, all these women having all their teeth taken out and things like that. And I'm thinking, oh Lord. And then I have to go through and cull them all.
I think that's a cart situation. Screaming, misbehaving children in stores is my pet peeve, especially when the parents are clearly not paying attention to their children. That is pretty intense. Debbie, I wish I could stay longer. Oh, that's okay, Debbie. Thank you for being here. And have fun on your wine time trip. Ooh, that's what life's about. Okay. Sorry, I got excited. Oh gosh, what's this gonna say?
I know it didn't serve me well, darling. I'd watched your video, then I refreshed my feed. When I get up in the morning, I look for the people that I follow, and I'm always delighted. I do them first. And then whilst I'm eating this vast array of pills that I shove down my throat every day, only about 5 or 6 of them are real medications. All the rest are vitamins and minerals because I want to live forever, to look after my husband. So I'm shoving these things down my throat and I've refreshed the feed. And then obviously today I clicked on the dentures one. Now tomorrow I expect to get a ton more of those things. But you do have to think what you're going to click on because you will get fed much more of it.
Well, what happened for me, and I think the advertisements are the same. Like when I bought my progressive readers, all of a sudden everyone's channels advertisements.
Yes.
Progressive readers.
Yeah.
So
I always press the like button when your video starts, darling. I always make sure I do that first.
I do too, first thing.
And then start writing.
Oh gosh, the police got involved.
Oh my goodness.
Holy smokes. This is a big one for me too. People talking on their phones in public bathroom. People talking on their phones in the grocery market upsets me. Peter, oh wow, I just
Oh, thank you, darling.
You know he's from England.
No.
Yes.
We're in England. Oh.
Oh.
Yes, RLS. Oh my goodness. Watch that video, darling.
So
Once you get on LDN, it'll only take you 3 weeks and tops, and then you don't have it. Well, you still have it, but you don't suffer with it because
I'm
it's still in the
surprised.
background. Hmm?
I'm surprised at how many people suffer from this.
Yes.
I had
It
no idea.
No,
Oh,
mine tolerates me.
huh.
He
Rich
used to watch
encourages me.
it. He used to watch it, and I'd say to him, "Do you know, one day when I die before you, you're going to watch these, and
Oh,
it'll be nice for you." I
exactly.
don't have that with him,
Rich doesn't watch any of mine.
doesn't he?
No. He
No, my
encourages me from
daughter
his side, but no interest to watch. He has the real me.
Katie watches. Katie watches. Sometimes she comments, but my other daughter doesn't. No,
Yeah.
my son doesn't. He says it's unnatural watching your mother do YouTube.
2 of my kids.
Oh,
Oh, here's another peeve. People who say
oh,
it's
yes,
a moot point. Oh my gosh. Speaking of
yes,
that, espresso.
yes,
You must say espresso, not espresso.
yes. Or or etc. It's etc.
Oh yes.
That
That's a
drives me nuts.
I think we probably marry opposites attract. Louis doesn't watch my daughter. Oh, here's another question. I love the questions. Favorite cream meal or dessert?
Oh, dessert.
Oh.
I once had a chap I went out with years ago, and he loved to cook. And he said to me, "What would you like, Imogen?" And I said, "I would like a dessert for starter. I would like a main course dessert, and I would like a dessert for dessert."
I have done that, Emmy. I have gone out and
Wow.
had chocolate cake for my main meal.
Perfect. Perfect.
I love dessert.
You see all these teeth, the ones that I had crowned and everything. They are all sweet teeth. Every single one of them. Although they're not as sweet as Darling Boy's teeth. He is sickly sweet. He likes things so awfully sweet. I can't,
I probably would get along well with him. I love really, 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 really sweet things.
Yeah, I can't.
And I also, a cheat meal, I just cheat almost every day. So
I think my cheat meal would be something I can pick from the fridge. I'm a fridge picker. They wear bigger knickers. Fridge pickers wear bigger knickers.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, but it's true.
I like it.
And my weight goes up and down and up and down, and I weigh myself actually every day.
Late night or early morning?
Early morning. Early morning when I'm most productive.
Late night,
Yeah.
night owl.
Yeah. You're a night owl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, Rich
gosh.
is a morning bird. I'm a night owl. He gets up dancing.
Yeah, I guess I'm
Not
like
ready
that.
for that.
Yeah.
Anything? Oh, what was that noise? Okay. I'm trying to see what opposites definitely attract.
They do.
I agree with that. Susan is a night owl, but also loves to get up early. So that's a cool situation. Well-rounded.
Yes.
Another question, can we get a chat going so we can do this every day or middle of the night since I don't sleep? Oh, let's do it in the middle of the night. I almost sent you me and Emmy were going back and forth, and it was morning for you. You were up in the morning, and I was starting to try to go to bed. She kept telling me to go to bed. It's time to go to sleep. But
yeah, it was 6:20 this morning. I've been up since 4.
Oh my gosh. That's too early. Question, who drives the car when
Me,
you are with your Oh, you! Why,
me,
Emmy? Tell me.
because I'm a better parker.
That is
I'm a
surprising
better driver.
since you are married to a pilot.
Yes, but you don't get somebody parking for you with great big bats, do you?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. So I actually Rich okay, I prefer to drive because Rich drives like a maniac and I get anxious. But he gets us to where we're going faster. Oh, your husband always wants to drive, but so do you. Okay. So you fight over it. I get that.
I always get to drive because I can't navigate.
Oh, yeah.
I just can't. If he says go left, I'll indicate right and go right.
Oh gosh. Okay, Allison,
Oh
24.
my goodness. When do you sleep, Alison?
Here we have another question. Favorite music you listen to today?
I didn't. I very rarely listen to music
I
because
have
I
been
listen to a book.
I am always listening to music. So I like lately I've been on an 80s playlist and I use Pandora and I put in B-52s and that comes up. Oh, okay. Now people are sharing the music. One More Light by Linkin Park. Wow.
I'm a Def Leppard girl.
Oh, Def Leppard. Rich likes Def Leppard.
They're great to work out to, like Rocket Man.
Oh, yeah. I like quiet, so I don't listen to music much. Oh, you like peace and quiet. That's nice too. And we have Sally reminding everyone.
I find that very difficult. I used to ask for subscribers, and then I've watched a few channels that as soon as you get into the video, they would say, oh, blah, 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 please like and subscribe and all the rest of it. And I'd flick through that, despite me being a creator. And sometimes they'd go, especially the political channels, they will go on and on and on about it. Yes, let's get to 6 million. And I think, 6 million? And you're still asking for subscribers.
I know. Wow. I guess never satisfied.
Yeah. So I stopped, and it hasn't actually made any difference. I think if people want to subscribe, they will. And then when they don't, they will unsubscribe and you'll feel unhappy.
Yeah, that is true too. Yeah, it's hard for me. I first of all always forget to say who I even am. I'm like, I don't even tell you who I am half the time, let
I
alone
never
ask you to
do.
subscribe. No, I never do, right? I just
No,
start
I
talking.
don't. I don't think I've ever said, oh, my name's Imogen and this is the number one ladies club or anything.
I just forget. I forget. But I have to say, when I was a consumer of YouTube, I literally had no idea really about the like button. I definitely wasn't going to comment because I'm going to be like, they're going to be like, who are you? And I didn't even know how to subscribe. Like I didn't even understand any of it. And I think some people really believe you have to pay to subscribe.
That's right, they do.
Yeah.
Even my girlfriends, I said, do you want to? Oh, well, we won't subscribe because we don't want to pay. And I said, but it's free.
Mm-hmm. I always feel like asking for subscribers is like walking into a coffee shop and seeing a sign asking you to buy coffee. Yeah. It's I guess like Emmy said, if you want to subscribe, you will. And if you don't, you won't. But if you're like me, like the consumer I was, I had no idea about any of it.
No, plus a lot of people, like my husband, he watches YouTube on the television. And I think it's more, unless you're quick and unless you're good with your remote control, and he should be because he watches the thing all day long, he will coke.
Same.
Coke with ice and lemon. It's got to have ice and a slice.
Coca-Cola all the way.
Yeah.
I love Coke. I probably too much. But yeah, when I watch on the big screen, because sometimes I do, you can't really comment and do all those
Well, you
things on
can't
the
comment,
television.
and you
Yeah.
can't. It's difficult to get your remote control. Yeah, me too. It's difficult to get your remote control over to the bit, and then you might lose it. Yes.
Impossible.
Yeah, you need to be quite dexterous to do that.
Oh, another question. Thank you, Jen, for the questions. What's the craziest thing you've done?
The most embarrassing thing there's plenty, but the most embarrassing thing that I can remember was I used to have a Mercedes sports car, one of the low ones.
Mhm.
And I went to the garage to
Mhm.
fill it up with petrol. And I got out of my car, and then I suppose I was in my 40s, and I was wearing grey opaque tights and a reasonably, well, it wasn't really short, but it was about 3 inches, two or 3 inches above my knee. And it was sort of, well, that was grey as well. And then I had a grey top over it. I had a grey jumper. It was a sort of outfit. So anyway, I got out of my car and I started filling up my tank. And this man said to me, Madam, your knickers are showing. And I thought, huh, you're just saying that so that I'll look, and then you go, ha! So I didn't do anything about it.
Feel a breeze.
I didn't do anything about it. So then when I got into the car and I felt round, my skirt was tucked into my tights.
Oh my
So
word.
I didn't have big knickers on then. I had a thong. So what he could see was my great big fat bum and my tights stretched over them so you could see everything, and my skirt tucked in, and I was, like, you're not getting me on that one.
Oh my
And
God.
I looked in the mirror, and it just looked terrible. I mean, it didn't even look nice. I wouldn't have minded if I had a nice little shaped bum, but I didn't.
Have you ever gone streaking?
Have I what?
Ever gone streaking?
No, but I have gone to a naturist beach in France.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and with lots of other people, there that had no clothes on. That was an interesting thing.
Yeah, I accidentally went to a nude beach once.
Mm-hmm.
And I had my camera, and they didn't like that because I'm always carrying a camera. I was like, I don't even know how I got here. So plenty. That's why I got glad pantyhose aren't a thing anymore. Me too. I hated pantyhose.
Yeah, but leggings can be exactly the same if they're stretched too far.
Oh yeah,
my pantyhose were really thick. They were sort of cottony, thicky ones. But if you're wearing a pair of leggings that are thin and cheap, and they don't have a lot of oomph in them, and you're stretching them a bit far,
when you bend over.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if your top isn't long enough to cover your bum, then you get the same effect.
Yeah. Brenda's popping on. Oh. Nice time to pop on. Hi, Brenda. Let's see what Susan says. My sister dared me to streak outside. We both ran down the stairs. Her behind me. As soon as I got outside, she slammed the door. No, no! What did you do? Start grabbing leaves. Put your leaves on. Oh, skinny dipping. Oh, I love to do that.
Yes, that's
That
fabulous.
feels very nice. Oh, this never trust your sister. Oh my god,
Definitely.
fun. This is great. Um, let me see. I'm trying to. I'm not very good at this part.
Oh,
Uh,
no, you're fabulous.
okay, thank you. Um, what is this? Jennifer, my craziest thing happened in New York City, and I slipped the story in one of my lives the other day. Oh, well, what was the story, I wonder?
Mm.
Um, oh, what's Gen X gal said? I fell in an open. Oh no, that is
Wow.
freaky. Oh my
That would be
gosh,
scary because they're very deep.
they're like 6 feet deep, I think.
Yeah.
Um, my kids saw their first nude beach in Europe, and they were so confused.
Don't you have them in the States then?
We do. We had the one I accidentally
Oh, yes,
found
of course you did.
Um, oh gosh. It's okay you missed it. It's okay. We've just been chatting and I'm loving questions. When people ask questions, does anyone have any more questions? Because we've been on here about an hour, Emmy.
We have.
Hmm.
Well, we were been on here since just after 7 o'clock when I couldn't get my
Yeah, I
it was
tell you,
my fault.
it was a good thing we decided to meet early, everyone, or we may not have had this at all because we
No.
had a lot of technical difficulties. I'll say that.
And it
Um,
was all at my end.
As a teen, I was pushing a shopping cart and wanted to make my mom laugh, so I stepped up on the back with one foot and
Oh, that must have been
made
painful actually.
yeah, in the car. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? Rich does that still to this
Yeah,
day.
that must
Every time we go shopping, he jumps on the cart and rides it down the parking lot.
to see.
Yep. Here's the question for you, Emmy. How long have you been married to your lovely boy?
Since we met in 2010, 2011. We got married in 2011. So we've been together for a year and then we got married in 2011.
What
And
is
to be honest, it's the happiest I've ever been.
you found the right one?
I did, well, he found me.
Found you. What is
Yeah.
the best piece of advice you've ever received? Oh gosh.
My mother said to me, "You've stooped and picked up nothing," about my first husband. Now, obviously, I didn't think she was right, but she was.
Mhm.
I should have taken that advice.
I don't know. I don't know the best advice I've ever received. I do think it's a good piece of advice that if you don't have anything kind to say, to not say anything at all.
Mm.
Because people can be so mean.
Yeah, they can.
Um, here we go. What do you admire about each other?
Oh, how long have you got?
I
How
know.
long have you got?
I
I've got to go first.
mm, um,
I love Tracy because not only is she an amazing filmmaker, she crafts her films so well. She puts these little bits of her week and she looks at things in such a creative way that I never would do. She will zoom in and she will find all those little moments in her day and she curates them into some little melange of wonderfulness. And then to top it all, then she finds the music that just lifts it up to another level. And I don't have that. I don't have the patience for that. I don't have the talent for it. I don't have the wherewithal to do it. And I don't have the time to do it because I'm too busy doing faffing around. Also, that's the first part. She is loving, she is kind, and she has a channel that makes me feel uplifted when I watch.
Thank you. And what I want to say about you is you don't need the fancy music and you don't need the video filmology, because what you bring to all of us is an authentic, beautiful soul that shares your life experiences. And you've had so many that you can relate with so many of us and have the empathy to understand. And I have seen you come to tears because you love us so much. And so it's easy for us to want to watch you because we like being with you. It's like having a cup of coffee or tea with a best friend.
Yes, but you have all of that. But then on top of that, you're brilliant at making films.
Thank you. I don't think people are here to watch films. I think people are here to connect. So
yes, well, the thing is, when you find something really beautiful, it's a pleasure for your eyes, it's a pleasure for your ears, and you leave it uplifted. Who could want more?
I'm going to see what Peter's got a long thing. I don't know what it says, but in my opinion, there's nobody on YouTube like, whoa, like Tracy.
Yes, absolutely.
Never be duplicated. Wow, thanks. I did not click on that because I read it first. I just saw it had a lot of words, so I thought it was going to be a big question. Oh, hi, Karen. Oh, saying hello to people. Tracy reminds me. Oh, you know what? He is a very special person to my heart. That is a huge, huge, huge compliment. I love Mr. Rogers. And did you know yesterday I was driving with Man Cub and I said something about Mr. Rogers and he said, "Who is that?" How do you not know who Mr. Rogers is?
And
Especially
be your child.
yes.
Yeah.
How do you not know?
I'm sorry, darling. You've missed out on his education.
I know. I feel so like, what happened?
At least Katie knows about Def Leppard and Led Zeppelin.
Good. You're doing good over there.
But I never watched Mr. Rogers either. I don't think he was over here.
He wasn't?
I don't think so.
Well, he was quite a fella, let me tell you. Okay, what do you think? Do you think we should be done?
Mm?
Do you think we should be done?
I think so.
Yeah, I think we've talked our heads off.
I think we have.
Oh, yeah, we're both gonna get off here buzzing. I hope you can sleep tonight. Oh wait, one more question. Here we go. Real question. How do you balance your YouTube creating? Oh my word. Can you answer that?
I don't think I do balance.
I feel like
I don't think I do balance it very well.
Is YouTube is really taking like it's taking all my time.
Yeah, sometimes my boy will say to me, "I haven't seen you at all today."
Oh yeah, you know,
Or he'll come upstairs and he'll say, are you going to come down and watch? I miss you.
Mine says, "Are you working overtime today?" It's a lot of work. I think that that's something that people who don't have channels may not realize.
Yeah.
Is that having a channel is very time consuming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the joy for me of doing the live last week was that I didn't have to edit it.
Oh, I know. I am so loving the live situation.
Yeah.
I was petrified to do a live.
Yeah.
Now I'm on, I think this is my 5th.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, this is cool. I don't have to edit.
Yes. So I was going to do a live once a week. I'm not going to do a live this week because I've been on here. And people just get fed up with seeing me. So I'm not going to do a live, but I will do some shorts out of the ones that I've done already.
But what I also wanted to say about lives is not only is you don't have to edit, you get to talk to your community.
Yes. Yeah,
and,
that's
like,
really
in real
lovely.
time, and it's amazing. Like, I'm so glad I conquered that fear.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes,
so
me
happy
too.
I did that. And look at the
Me too.
speaking of Karen, the best live person ever
Yeah.
and bring people together. Oh, I mean, people don't give it. No, they don't. I agree
I
with
do
that.
feel that they would. I would get fed up with seeing me, actually.
That is not true. Okay. It has
Thank you,
been beautiful.
darling.
This is a good way to wrap it up. So, thank you all for coming. We had 21 as we're leaving the chat room.
That's
And
amazing.
I just feel so glad you were all here and could participate.
Yeah, me too.
Hmm?
Thanks, everybody, for coming.
Thank you. So I am clicking the end stream right now. End stream.
Excellent.
Bye-bye. Peace,
Bye.
love, and keep going.